see momentarily. They are indeed game number 1, Gavutu HP. Let's jump on board with none other than Bevan himself, with that automaton in hand, playing a little bit with a weapon that he's been putting a lot more time into. So to see if he can carry on that momentum is the question. Well, Premium is there with the scorecard open. Okay, so Mage pushing up now. He's going to get taken out by Mr. Tristan himself. So he's already getting one step closer to that 20 kill mark, as he was the one who opened it up for the side of Love Vanguard here. Backwards and forwards on the hill as per usual. Finally taken out by Scorpio, and Mage is going to be LV. So time ticking over towards them. A good amount of contest coming through at the moment, as it's going to be Schemes once more to the fray, and he is taken out. So rotation should be coming in now, or potentially one more push from the side of LV. But it seems like the first hill majority locked down by Nixuh. Rotation here, getting shot from the side. So this is where things start to get a little bit more tense. If you can't get to this hill really quickly, it might be a runaway hill. So let's see whether or not Nixuh will be able to push on up. But at the moment, it looks like the setup from Love Vanguard is going to work out here, as they're holding strong. Pluto finds another for himself. Finds in such a high position. All 4 down now. Pluto with 5 in a row. Nixuh sort of knocked a bit wary here, as now the lead change has come through, and it's going to be still going. It's going to be Pluto looking for his streaks. He's trying to find Mage, almost gets the snap, but he's eventually taken out. So no streaks for the boys over in red. But in the interim, it appears that Nixuh has managed to thread the needle, get into the point, get the kills like they needed. So they break with about 30 seconds, which is fine. So lead back in control for the boys in gold. Well, as I said, that it seems like Tristan is there for a 2-piece of his own, and he's officially put himself positive in the first HP. Rotation should be coming about now, with Pluto still set up in the typical sort of cut-off lane. But I suppose the side of Love Vanguard here opting for a full set of straps here on the rotation, but now left a bit late is going to be Nixuh. It's just going to be Scorpio versus the whole side. As Schemes is close up there, he wins an important 1v1. Maxi is there to follow it up, so the spawns in a fierce battle between Maxi and Co. Maxi going to find a 2-piece here, looking for 3. You see Scorpio. But into the site go Love Vanguard, so they are securing their lead a little bit further. Here comes Maxi around the back. He's keeping it going, being a little bit of a pestilence in the back. He's going to keep it going even further. 4 in a row now for him. Maxi still just playing out here, keeping the spawns under control, or at least finding rotational kills. Premium eventually sniffs him out, and here comes the push onto the point. But down now significantly is going to be Nixuh, as Pluto was still going with another 2-piece in the mid-map. But finally, a break at 19 seconds comes through, but that was a good amount of time given to Love Vanguard there, so they will be able to move on through, secure the rotation, and even with all of that time going the way of Nixuh there, they will no longer be in the lead. Mage, leading down top gun as per usual. So now this is where a coordinated break is needed, and it's beginning to develop. But of course, it's Maxi in a position to stop it once more, as he'll be coming on the back. He finds the first, looking for the second, but Schemes is there to find the teammate. 3 go down. It is just Mr. Bevan, last alive on the push, and he is traded out himself. So first set of pushes stopped dead in its tracks now. And the side of Nixuh must be careful not to start single pushing, and that's exactly what's happening now. Even though the trades are coming through a little bit quicker, but not quick enough, as the point still ticking over towards Love Vanguard, as eventually they find the 100 points, and the spawn's still in favor though. So last push now from the boys over at Nixuh, as Mage goes huge with the 2-piece there, and he might be able to find the scrap time here unless it is contested. I believe it will be from Ryan's. Ryan loses 1, so scrap time will be going the way of Nixuh. The rotation should be coming through, and Premium in the back here as a crucial one to win, as they have managed to force the spawns to go a little bit funny on the other end of the map now. Of course, it's going to be Schemes in the back. He had a huge 1-on-1 to win, and he did exactly that. So the close spawns secured for the boys at Love Vanguard, and they are keeping it going now. But still, those pushes being held as Premium finds a 2-piece, equally as big as Schemes' 2-piece. And in the point is Scorpio just soaking up their time for the team. But as I say that, it's going to be Mage last alive, last pillar of defense, if you will, against this Love Vanguard side. He couldn't quite get the cross as Reigns picks him up immediately. And it is, I believe it is time on P3 to go for Trout Gaming listening with Nixuh. Oh, they're not talking. Unless they're not on the same Discord.
can't.
Who's leaving that
On the
scrap?
Eagles. On the
Sorry.
Eagles.
I have to kill him.
I'm
Mid Ryan.
Say which one. I'm spawning real. Yeah. You're trying to hit the front here, bro. I'm letting front him. Yeah, one guy holding the edge glitch from here. We can the edge glitch. Stun the edge glitch as well. Schemes out of your way. Schemes out of your way. Nice. Let's get in and circle my
Nice. Good break.
I'm watching the stairs.
Yeah, don't chop front, mate. Don't chop front.
I'm looking at stairs.
I'm watching it.
I'm watching him mid now.
I got this stairs.
I'm watching front as well.
I'm just holding it. I'm one shot to nades.
Two front. Both weak.
Nice. I'm looking at stairs.
Don't tell this stairs. I got this stairs.
When you spawn, go in here.
Next one shot, he's
Yeah, I'm
good.
looking.
He's mid tank.
I'm standing. Just helping it.
Top
This is one shot dead.
Where's he, mage?
Top side.
Okay, so cool calm, well I wouldn't say cool calm and collected on the comms of Nixuh, but they are still taking this map very seriously and they managed to find a good break there onto P1 and hold it down for the majority of time as they have taken lead once more in this game. But the rotation is in and it looks like it has just been won by Mage as he finds a huge two-piece and Premium is there to lock down the close angles even with the automaton in hand. So, good set of rotations coming in here from, oh my word, Pluto just gives Bevan the gunnies. I was going to say something kind about the side of Nixuh getting through there, but they will just be left alone with Mage, trying to do everything he can around the kill. But even then, it is not enough, as it seems as though the boys over at Love Vanguard managed to get on through once more. The rotation coming through, and of course it's going to be Pluto sending it up. And Mage, he seems to be the one to try and find these two pieces as best as possible on these hills, and he's doing it relatively well, but he's trying to do it alone, and I think that's the crucial difference between these two teams. Even though they have managed to secure the lead, it's about to be changed over, but they did manage to get the rotation in. So Nixuh just needs to lock this hill down, and that might be enough to give them a runaway lead towards the next hill. But it is a bit of a tough one. As you can see, this entire side of Love Vanguard beginning to close around, but it means nothing as 3 of them go down and Maxi is last alive on the push. But his teammates are spawning close. He wins his 1, and now they'll be working on the back as they have managed to secure the spawns. Still, advantage now ticking well and truly over towards the boys over at Nixuh. If they keep this time, which is exactly what they're doing, they can release a little bit of the resources and go over. But with 30 seconds, it's still going to be Scorpio holding down. And if you look over his minimap, Pluto's already going for that heads-up play. He's going to have a Pluto one-on-one to win here against Premium on this rotation. There is a contest on the other end. Seems to be won by Scorpio, as he's gone big for his team on the hill there. But again, now, this is a different Nixuh side. As they're managing to change, get to these hills. They got pretty much a full 60 there and the rotation onto the next point. So, Love Vanguard look a little bit lost as their defenses are completely spread out and Ryan's is the only one pushed up on this rotation. But he's not waiting for his teammates, he's going straight for the chow. And he might be punished for that momentarily as the close spawns still reign true for Nixuh. Maxi finally winning to give a little bit up to his range, but he was taken out. Like I said, single pushes do not win you games. And Maxi trying to get the cross, he has been tagged up so the information is in. And the slow push beginning to develop now is 2 go down for the side of Nixuh, but Maxi and Ryan's, they are trying to get their way on through. Premium has to go huge there, but he can't as he gets 1 kill, but then Maxi breaks the point wide open. But the spawn's still good for the side of Nixuh. Scorpio staying alive at the back of the map, which is exactly what you need to do. Eventually traded out, but Bevan is there for the immediate trade potentially, but Maxi, he's going huge himself. But in the interim, it appears that there is only 25 seconds needed for the side of Nixuh, and they can chalk up this hill, go for the rotation. But in a turn of events, it appears that they are being spawn trapped now as Maxi finds 5 in a row, and they manage to keep the Nixuh side in a bit of a mean spawn trap. 6 in a row, looking for some streaks now. As he, I was going to say he's going to potentially get some streaks, he does eventually get traded out there. So it is going to be off to the races with only 15 seconds needed and the rotation won by Love Vanguard. And they need to play some perfect S&D, HP to win this, but they certainly can. But Mage, he's going to be the one to open it up on these rotational kills as he finds 1 in the mid-map. Maxi again poised in position to get a beautiful pinch as he finds Mage. He looks for the second, but Premium is there to read him. Bevan, he might be the one to break the point open. He runs out of ammo and 3 go down. It is just Scorpio alive and waiting for the push, but he finds a 2-piece. That is enough to get them onto the point. Make it a 3-piece. Oh, it was going to be a 3-piece, but the nade from Mage is there to draw the final blow on that push. But Mage, he makes up with a 2-piece of his own with a nice little snap there and onto the point. 12 seconds needed now. It is winnable here for the boys over at Nixuh, but 1 contest will be enough to seal the deal, and Pluto is going to find a huge 2-piece and get onto the point. So, no longer winnable. Or it is winnable, sorry, only 5 seconds for the side of Nixuh, and they need to get onto the front right now, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Mage is there, securing the time. 3 seconds. Scorpio gets the contest. 2 seconds needed. Rotation is in, and it is going to be Nixuh on the pop. So map number 1 going the way of Nixuh. 250 to 204. This is going to be the next home of the side of Nixuh and Love Vanguard. The next 3 games, so let's see how they do it here with the bomb firmly in possession by Mr. Mage himself. And they go straight for a 2-2 split, which is interesting, as the first time I've seen a 2-2 split on this map in a very long time. Information just being played for at the moment. First pick needs to come on through. I'm not sure how loud everyone's headset is, but that audio cue from Mage should have come through there. But Bevan making a bit of a commotion himself. Ryan's is poised to find a quick 2-piece here. If the timing is good, he gives away his position. Here comes the double charge. Bevan's going to find the kill, opening it up. 3 versus 2. 3 versus 4. They'll try to get one down. Maxi! Take a number. 2 down now for the side of Love Vanguard as the bomb is being placed on A. Four versus 2 for the retake. Pluto and Schemes trying to make it happen. Schemes trying to be that entry man. And he... Oh, okay. Okay. 2 turn-ons in 1 round is something a little bit rare, but it happened to be on the side of Nixuh where it came through, and they secure the first round quite spectacularly, if I might add. Alright. We go. Now with Love Vanguard on attack here. Pluto looking for these picks because he sees premium on the cross, but it's going to be hard counted on the other end. As Bevan has already pushed up with his Tommy gun in hand, taking notes from Lithium, I see. And here he comes, first player in. He's going to win his 1, so Bevan is taken up, but the information is in. So the bomb should be being planted here. But Mage, oh my word, what are you shooting at? Oh, he takes out Maxi, so it doesn't matter what he was shooting at there. He evens up the score, 3 versus 3 for the retake. And Scorpio, look at him. Absolutely sneaking his way up here on the left-hand side of the map around docks. But with 30 seconds to work with, they need to make something happen. Slowly, Ryan spots out Scorpio. But the trade not yet through, as it's going to be Tristan who almost gets taken out, but Schemes is there to finish off the kill. And it is a 2 versus 2 as Premium found Pluto. Make it just a 1 versus 2 for Ryan to clutch up here. But the defuse is in. The defuse is in. Is Mage going to stick it? Mage is going to stick it, but it wasn't going to be.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent, the air is salt. And you breathe that in, and you can constantly taste the salt.
Well, that couldn't have been a better timing there, because all the Nixuh fans will be salty as that defuse nearly came through, but in the end, it was Love Vanguard that clutched up there, and Ryan's in the 1 versus 2. So, back on attack now, go Nixuh. In the mid-map, hard commit over to B with no smoke. I always say that every time a team attacks B, but it doesn't matter. Mage is going to be bursting through the front door here, looking for kills, aggressive play.
Did you drink my Mountain Dew?
I'm going to have to turn off sound cues after this. Well, Mage, wow, what was that timing? Finds Pluto, opens it up. Bevan is there for the second, and they're playing aggressive S&D, and it is going to be Schemes marooned on an island, and he almost gets taken out. Oh my word, he does eventually, but Maxi now left in 1 versus 4, 1 versus 3 as he finds a quick kill onto Bevan there. I'm now down though, so he has to find a 3-piece and the defuse. Well, the answer is you're going to find nothing as he gets shot in the back, and Nixuh answers back with a round of the own. Guys, I don't have an issue with the sound cues at all. If you could just hold them for between games, that'd be awesome. Right, moving along, we have the boys over at Love Vanguard back on attack, and it has only been attacking rounds 1 as of yet. See whether or not they're going to continue that trend is the question. Well, already an in-game decision to go back over to A, as it is just going to be Mr. Premium left holding it down here. The teammates are working through. He might be able to get the time. Finds one. He finds two. He's looking for the third, but it's going to be Ryan who trades him out. So damage is done though. He got a 2-piece before he was traded. So advantage back in favor for the boys over at Nixuh. Well, Mage is there almost taking out Mr. Pluto. But Pluto try and find Scorpio. So 2 versus 2 now for the retake. Bevan and Pluto on opposite ends looking for the pinch. Oh no. Bevan just tagging up schemes there. Oh, Ryan, sorry. And not finishing off the kill. So still a 2 versus 2 now. Just information being gained. Unfortunately, Bevan couldn't quite finish the kill, but if he had the MP40 in hand, I would have put money on the fact of him winning that fight. Or at least getting the kill. But now, back onto B, back onto A we go. Bevan, the timing! You could have checked again! Well, he's going to find the timing. Almost gets the kill, but it's going to be Mage left in a 1 versus 2. He couldn't quite deny the plant, so which was looking like a very much Nixuh round has been turned on its head. And Mage left to find this 1 versus 2. Just tags up the player there, doesn't get the kill. But look at this challenge. This man is playing noughts and crosses when everyone else is playing snakes and ladders. But he couldn't quite finish the kill. As it's going to be Love Vanguard who take another round of their own. And even it up to a piece. Almost done there, but the kill just didn't work out for Mr. Mage. But he is still leading the troops 6-2. And the lobby by he's the closest person to him is Premium, but again, it seems like these attacking rounds are completely favored in this S&D. Wow, did I hear a sniper? Who has a sniper? Who has a sniper? Scorpio? I'm sure I heard a sniper shot there. But it doesn't matter. It's going to be Fear Mage to open up the scorecard. They're taking out schemes on the site. 3 versus 4, bomb now down. The retake has to come through. Well, Scorpio finds Maxi. It's going to be Rhines and Pluto. Make it a nobody versus all 4 of the Nixuh players there. And Nixuh take the lead. 3-2. Well, the current trajectory is my round, your round between these two teams. And generally that's a recipe for a round 11, but we all love a round 11. Let's see if that happens because these games are supposed to be close at this level and they are appearing that they might just go. It is appearing that it might just go that way. Mage getting super aggressive once more, finding his way through the mid-map here to see if he can't thread the needle and get a pinch coming through as Ryan's is the one to open it up onto Premium. Pluto is there for the re-challenge. Mage getting shot from all directions, but he gets out with his life. 3 versus 3. Bomb now down on A. Bevan finds another, so Pluto and Schemes left alive in a 2 versus 3. Make it a 2 versus 2. As Schemes picked up the sticks and finds a 2-piece. Scorpio has been spotted. He's just playing for information at this point in time. Schemes would have spotted him out there. 17 seconds. He has to find 2-piece. He's giving away audio cues. Things are not looking good. He has to get a double kill, but they are far enough away to deny the bomb defuse. And that is going to be another round for the side of Love Vanguard. Like you said, trajectory being maintained. It is still blow for blow here. Both sides now ready to change it up and to see which side is going to win a defensive round will potentially be the team that wins this game. pushing forwards now. Onto A is going to be Nixuh. With one player, that being Bevan, trying to see if he can't find something in the mid-map. He might be able to spot Nixuh. He does indeed, gets the kill, so the blood of first being opened up by Bevan there. And he gets away with his life, so damage has been dealt, and the site control of A is there. The bomb should be going down, and that is exactly what is happening. Mage, again, in one of those off angles, waiting for these rotational kills here. Everyone from the side of Love Vanguard slowly working their way on through here. Leading the charge is going to be Rhines, but his teammates are falling around him like flies. Even further, it is just Pluto left in a 1 versus 4 with 19 seconds. Tries to turn on to Mage, but the setup too strong from Nixuh, and they secure that round with ease. Well, Vanguard back on LV back on attack now. And they're looking like a hard B. And that has been misread by the side of Nixuh here. It's just Scorpio watching for the cross. He spots one. He knows that the bomb should be going down here somewhere on B. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So 4v4 retake now. I think that was a little bit of a misread there from Nixuh. And they gave up control of that side far too quickly. Even with Scorpio's shot, they're unable to open it up as he's going to be the first one to fall. Premium is there for the immediate trade though. 3 versus 3. And schemes all the way up on the bomb site here to see. Aggressively challenging with that SMG in hand. I respect it. Oh, Premium finds another for himself. There's 2 in the round. As he's going to take 3. He's looking for the ace. It's just Pluto. A last alive at a 1 versus 3. Make it a 1 versus 2. But they are hunting. Mage gets away. 1 versus 1. Pluto looking for the 1v3 here. The defuse is coming through. Will he stick it? Will Premium have the cojones? He will indeed, but it's not going to work out as it's going to be Pluto with the 1 versus 3 to even up the score. I don't know what that felt like. That round was in the bag for Nixuh there, but then they just got greedy and they all started challenging. And if you single challenge in a 1 versus insert number here, you're going to get punished for it. So kudos to Pluto there, just capitalizing on the mistakes of Nixuh there. Well, no, that is a bit of a tough pill to swallow if you are on the side of Nixuh. So I think mentally they're gonna have to pick it up there. Go back to the drawing board on that one. Rehearse the fundamentals a little bit, because right now they are completely boxed in if you look over at the spread on the map. You see, this is more of a traditional setup that I was talking about from the side of Love Vanguard here, where they have pretty much all angles covered and they know where the bomb could theoretically be as they have presence on both sides. The side of Nixuh, they just didn't do that in the previous round, and they paid the price for it. I mean, they allowed the bomb to go down so quickly. Even though they got the retake kills, the 1v3 clutch was there. Well, in-game decision has been made, and they will be going back over to A. And of course, it's going to be Maxi here to see if he can deny it. Last time he was in this position, he did catch the burners a little bit. He was holding his trigger discipline for as long as possible. Mage is there for the re-challenge. He's going to get taken out, so 3 versus 3. The bomb should be going down, but Ryan is pushed up close enough to deny the bomb plant. But it's Mage who does a quick little pop-up and kills him, so the bomb should be going down. But look at the players, that being Schemes and Pluto. They are in the back, set up perfectly for a bit of a pinch to come through here. Well, Pluto finds the first one, making it a 1 versus 2, or a 2 versus 2, sorry, for Mage and Bevan. Schemes making his way on forwards here. Well, the first one is there. It's going to be nothing to come of it, as Bevan is the one to get the initial trade. 1 versus 1. Going backwards and forwards we are. Well, now Bevan just has to play the clock. Do not challenge unnecessarily. Well, the diffuse is there, and it is going to be the clock that helped him out in the end, and it's going to be Nixuh who take another attacking round and place themselves firmly on map point. Well, now, as per usual, pressure is completely on Love Vanguard here, because if they choke up this round, they will be 2 maps down in a winners semi-final, which is not something you want to see. And these maps have been extremely close, but this is where the real teams show up, right? That big game mentality. See what Bevan's going to do here as he's aggressively pushing forwards on the site, and so are the boys in red. But it's going to be Bevan with 2, looking for 3. It's going to be Bevan who takes them all out himself on A. And that was a definitive round for Nixuh there, off of the back of Bevan saying, I own A. And Nixuh go 2-0 up in the series. Here we go. Game number 3, looking for 3-0 is going to be a Nixuh looking to start a reverse sweep. We're going to do the boys over at Love Vanguard. Typically, we're going to go hard and fast over to A. And that is going to be a direct counter from the boys over at Nixuh. First of the trades coming through. Maxi comes out on top with help of Pluto there. So they clear the site and they are going to beginning to start the ticks here on A. But of course, it is going to be Scorpio around the back to see if he can make something happen here. He's looking for that pinch and he's not bursting through doors. I respect that. He's playing slowly. He's just playing for the information. He's going to find one. Looking for the second now with the help of his teammate. He might be able to do that exactly right. So it is just Pluto alive on the point now. Pistol v pistol, and it is going to be Scorpio who single-handedly clears out A and relieves the pressure slightly, but there has been enough of commotion to start a capture over at B. Well, first tick now found over at B, and enough noise being made over on the side of A to see if they can't split the resources. But here comes the challenge over at B from Mage and Co. And it's going to be Premium who had to go big there, but he gets taken out. So it looks like B will be secured now for the boys over at Love Vanguard. And they need to quickly go and move over to this A site, as they have already got 2 ticks. Half count completely in favor for the side of Love Vanguard here. But as I said, that 3 go down, make it all 4 as Nixuh looking to go and push forwards and get the kills as needed on the spawn here. That's exactly what can happen as Mage finds one, looking for the second. Hero schemes nearby, he finds another. The spawn trap looking devastating as that 6 life advantage just evaporated as Nixuh appeared to be back in the driver's seat with Premium all the way in their spawn and Mage on the other end looking to get something going there. But the cross being covered by Scorpio. 6-1, everybody. He is just picking these players off one at a time. And this push slowly being choked out as Bevan still getting aggressive here in the mid-map. Well, Pluto keeping it alive for his team as he finds a 2-piece, but is immediately traded off of that. Premium looking for some streaks, but he is unable to find it as Maxi manages to slip the net and get on through. But look at Mage. He's back for that pinch, and he's going to be able to get on through to potentially find these kills. He's going to find one, looking for the second. No, he doesn't even need to find it, but he's going to try and find Pluto. Shot's not quite quick enough, but 7-9. Life count still in favor of the boys over at Nixuh on defense here. Well, Ryan pushing on up through the mid-map. And now if you are in the shoes of LV, you have to be careful not to single push. You have very few lives to work with here. They need to coordinate a team push, break the point, and stack it. Because if even one of them are killed here on this break, and here it comes, it is going to be stopped dead in his tracks. But Bevan, he's going to be there to sort of keep things going, as Scorpio himself doing the same thing. But it's backwards and forwards. Maxi with a huge 2-piece there. Mage to answer back with a 2-piece of his own. So a 2 versus 5 for Pluto and Schemes. And they are so far from the point. And the boys over at Nixuh know that they're going to be pushing up. Well, a 2 versus 4 now with 15 seconds. Certainly not impossible, but they need to get close enough to make it happen. 2 versus 3. 7 seconds now. Here comes Pluto. He has to get on close, but Mage is poised to deny that. 2 seconds. The contest is in. It's going to be Mage with the 2-piece. And it is going to be Nixuh who close out round number 1. And it was close, though. It did come down to a 2 versus 3 in the end, but not close enough as Nixuh keeping the momentum going. So, to see if they can find an attacking round, Nixuh will potentially deploy something out of the box here, as they tend to do on these controls. But at the moment, it looks like it's going to be the classic run-of-the-mill run straight at A. And Pluto is going to be the one to sort of slow things down a little bit there, as well as schemes, as he finds a quick 3-piece for himself. Or 2-piece, excuse me. And it is just Mage alive on A here. And he's going to not be able to get the parkour he wants, and resources immediately spent over at A. He's trying to find some streaks or anything to keep his team alive here, as the first tick has been found. Bevan with a pistol in hand looking for these kills aggressively, and seems like a 2-2 split happening, as I think it is, who's it? Premium alive on A, but he was only alive for a second as he is eventually cleared. But two ticks over at B now. Still progress being made for Nixuh here. Life count not looking their way, but only marginally, as it looks like A, or not A, sorry, B will be secured. And Mage pushing him through in the back here. Again, exactly what we said in the previous round. That is what Love Vanguard is doing. They are pushing out and getting a devastating spawn trap. But this is where things are different, as Premium with the beams through the wall. As 2 go down, but Maxi, if he has anything to say about it, is going to find a 2-piece of his own. And that is enough to just spread the resources of Nixuh and keep them a little bit split across the map, as the fight's on the other end going the way of Love Vanguard now. But as I said, that Bevan finds another one. That's going to be 4 in a row now for him. He's looking to find some streaks here, but Ryan says not today, as 2 go down. And the trades just not working out for the side of Nixuh, as every single push they start to get going, they get broken. But Mage, he's developing another one here. But again, single challenge, he's not waiting for his teammates there. Every player is trying to be that breakthrough player, and they are being punished for it, as another 3 go down, and another push stopped dead. Well, waiting for the team now, which is exactly what you have to do, is going to be Nixuh. They have a minute to work with. They are down 4 lives, which doesn't mean they're out of this, but they need to get coordinated here. And Maxi and Co are just picking them apart. Maxi with another 2-piece there. Oh, Bevan trying to make something down 6 lives, make it 7. This Love Vanguard side looking very, very potent on the defensive side of things. He's pushing on up now. He's keeping going. He's got 3 in a row now. Make it Ryan with 5 in a row. Scheme's following it up. But there's going to be no more respawns for the side of Nixuh. And that is always tough to deal with, as they have to try and make it happen in 25 seconds. And not one of them have died as of yet. Pluto, he's going to slowly chip away at the sort of S&D side that they're playing now. Here comes Mage and Co. Mage is eventually traded out 2 versus 9, make it a 1 versus 9, and it is going to be Love Vanguard who answer back with a defensive round of their own. So it looks like a carbon copy of the S&D, with whoever has defense, they're the ones that take preference. You must remember that in the first attacking round, I believe that it was Love Vanguard that found an extra tick. So they have 4 to Nixuh's 3, so they are technically in the lead in this game. And if we do see that round 11, that round 5, it will be going the way of Love Vanguard at this point in time, as Bevan. He's going to be there to try and find a second. 6-4 was the S&D score. Enough resources spent over to realize that they aren't going to be able to break it that easily, so they opt to go for the easier side, that being B. With Scorpio, he's trying to get these kills, pushing on up, and he's going to stop the streaks for Mr. Ryan, so no streaks for either side now. But Maxi, he is just keeping it going. He's got that momentum. He's sliding around the map. He's just doing everything he can. But on the other end, it seems like Premium and them are doing exactly the same thing, as they are pushing out into the spawn, and they are keeping it super messy, as B, or at least 1 tick at B, has been secured. But look at these life count now. So 6 in favor of the side of Nixuh. So they're just keeping it going. They're running with the momentum, looking for that spawn trap. And if they need to, they can chalk up B, excuse me. But that's definitely not the way they fly, as it's going to be Scorpio trying to keep it messy there, but he's eventually traded for it. So Bevan, with 2 in a row, gets away with his life, and they are trying to get over to B here and deny as many ticks as possible. And Schemes goes huge with the 2-piece, looking for the third, but Bevan immediately stops that dead in his tracks, and they have developed a whole 7 life advantage here. Oh, Maxi keeping it together, keeping composed for his team as they need to find this B site. And they find the second tick, so that's exactly what's going to happen here. So resources not being spent by Nixuh, but as I said, that they sent some more players over to try and deny it. B secured, 6 life advantage. Well, Love Vanguard have just over a minute to work with here, and they need to get to the site real quickly. But Schemes is going to be the one to lead the charge. He finds the opening kill, and that is enough of a momentum shift to put them on the front foot at least. But it doesn't matter. Mage, he's again in that pinch position, and he might be able to make it happen here as he spots something out of the corner of his eye, and that was Ryan's, but Ryan's is there for the kill as Maxi finds 5 in a row and eventually cut down as Bevan answers back for the 2-piece, and a 4 life, make it a 3 life advantage, but they are stuffing the point. Pluto just holding it down as a huge turret, and Mage is there for the contest. He almost gets taken out, but Premium is the last bullet that will be taking out the side of today, but still on the site. Schemes holding strong, eventually cut down, so no respawns for Love Vanguard, but they have managed to find at least 1 tick, so it is not a clean and easy retake here. And in terms of, wow, good shots there from Rage as he finds a quick 2 pieces they stack for him. 2 versus 6 for Maxi and Schemes. But in terms of a tick count, it is still the side of Love Vanguard well and truly in the lead here, as I believe that they are on 8 now, yeah. 8 ticks to their name, but it doesn't matter. Nixuh close out the round and take the lead. And they are going to be really, I suppose, hunting for this attacking round now, as that'll put them in a 3-0 and send them over to meet Incentive Arise in the winners final. But if anything is to go by, these defensive rounds, very, very strong from Love Vanguard, even stronger than that of Nixuh there. Ryan's pushing up now. Trades are coming through. Maxi keeping her going. For Premium. He's going to try and make something happen, but he can't find the 2-piece, and Ryan can. So, at the moment, no one really taking control of either side, but as I said, it's Mage with a huge 2-piece to at least alleviate the pressure slightly on B. But look at Bevan. He's managed to get into a bit of a wily coyote spot here and wait for his teammates as the first tick at B does come through. And he's just waiting for them to go over to send their players over to B, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Bevan's staying alive now, so a bit of a split push coming through, and it is paying off for them as Premium is still going big, but Maxi with some nice shots there to clear the pressure at A. The contest is there for Premium as he picks up where Bevan left off. And he's looking to find at least 1 tick over at A, and that's well, I was going to say that's exactly what's going to happen. But 0.1 of a second was there, and by the skin of their teeth, it is going to be denied, and A cleared once more. Well, B will be secured at the very least, and life count almost even. 1 difference between the 2 teams. Ben and Co working their way on forwards. Maxi trying to be the one to cut them off immediately. Mage reads out the player, gets the kill, and opens up this rotation a little bit, but the spawn's not working out for them. But Bevan again trying to get into that wily coyote spot, and he's going to find Max, but Max wins this one. So the push was developing there, but it's going to be slowly stopped here as it's just Scorpio, but he's going to single chal, and that might be the end of them. That's exactly what's going to happen. And 3 go down now. So Nixuh placed once more on the back foot with the single challenges, and unable to break the point and even find a tick over at A. So if they do lose this round, it is going to be the boys over at Love Vanguard back on defense, excuse me, as they have found more ticks. Well, Ryan's is getting some insane kills here with a 3-piece like that and 6 in a row. So he's looking to find some streaks, which will be even further devastating for this Nixuh side. Ryan's caught with his pants down, but he still gets the kill and some streaks to work with now. So boys over at Love Vanguard well and truly in the driver's seat, and I believe that should be streaks called in immediately. just to keep the side of Nixuh further spawned back. But in the interim, it was Bevan who got around the back to find a potential 2-piece here. Exactly right, so he opens it up and he gets onto the point now, waiting for his teammates to get close. But Schemes is taken out, so Scorpio and Co are close enough to get a contest coming through here. Bevan's still going huge. The contest is there from Scorpio, but he doesn't quite get the kill, but onto the side they go. Opportunity being used, and Scorpio answers back with a huge 2-piece of his own. There almost finds Pluto, but he is taken out. But Mage, he was close enough to get the contest once more, and at least maybe find the first tick on A here. But 7v7, 40 seconds to work with the clock. The clock has been stopped, but Mage going huge, looking for the 3-piece there, but Pluto denies it. No one is close enough to get the contest. Premium and Co getting cut down by Maxi on the side. It's just backwards and forwards. Bevan was last alive with the push, but it is a 4 versus 4, and the teams are evenly matched. And if I was in the shoes of Rhines, now's the time to use a streak. 21 seconds. Schemes opens it up. 3 versus 4. Schemes finds a 2-piece that he definitely shouldn't have. And all of a sudden it's Premium and Bevan left in a 2 versus 4. With 12 seconds to work with here. Well, Premium's just, Bevan's just given away his position. And it's just Bevan. Last alive in a 1 versus 3. 4 seconds to work with. And he's not going to be able to get it done. So Love Vanguard take that defensive round, and they have more ticks. So you guessed it, they're going to be back in control on defense here in round number 5. So Love Vanguard really working their way towards a potential comeback here, as they have secured defense on Berlin. They do have that streak in the back pocket from Ryan, so that might be coming into play in a little bit here. We'll just have to wait and see as Pluto opens it up. As A once more. Whoa, almost doesn't get his kill there, but all 4 down now for the side of Nixuh. So starting off hot is going to be the boys over at Love Vanguard. Maxi and Co going back to back now. Maxi with 5 in a row for himself. He's looking to find some streak. Schemes also beginning to heat up. So everyone at Love Vanguard really beginning to find their pace, their sort of momentum, if you will, and really beginning to gel. So unfortunately Maxi won't be able to find any streaks off of that 6-3, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, there is still at least one set of streaks in play here, as Nixuh are desperately trying to find something over at BS. Pluto finds 5 in a row now for himself, and this life count being developed to 4 now, as it looks like B will be secured by the boys over at Nixuh. Oh, Premium takes out Ryan's there. And that life count beginning to become less and less prominent, as this push over to A has once more begun. Pluto, no streaks for you, as he is sniffed out by Premium. Bevan might be able to get the rotational kills here, but not quite, as Maxi sniffs him out. Premium still winning his ones, and there come the streaks, everybody. Will they be able to take out anybody? The answer is no. So a bit of a burn streak, and here come the boys over at Nixuh pushing on forwards, but Pluto has done enough to sort of slow it down, but the trades are working out for the boys in a gold. As I say that, it seems like it has been stopped, and Maxi in the typical deny spot here. Even once more through the mid-map. Finds Schemes, but Schemes wins his 1, and Maxi trying to make it happen here. He's doing exactly that. So life count now ticking over for Love Vanguard, as they have found an additional 1 life and 5 in a row in terms of lives in the back. Pluto, he's already aggressively looking for the spawn trap. Maxi is doing the same thing. So 57 seconds to work with, a bit of a life count disadvantage. It is just Mage who's pushed up, and he might be sniffed out here by Schemes, and the answer is no, as his shot is still crispy, as another push beginning to develop here. Mage still pushed on up, looking for more. He finds Pluto. That's going to be 3 in a row now for him. All 4 down. They have to stack the site. If you're on the shoes of Love Vanguard, things are getting dire. You have to get close, as the lives have flipped on out now. Premium looking for more of these cut-off kills, so a perfect team break from the boys over at Nixuh is enough to secure the deal. They're going to be in. They're going to break it. They turn things on its head. Nixuh, at the last second, pulls something out of the hat and closes it out 3-2 with an attacking round.